wasn't a camp for gay kids, it was student kids. But we had a preacher one night who was very charismatic and said, God can set you free from anything. And somebody stood up, a young person, and gave a testimony saying they used to be gay, they were prayed for at that same camp the year before, and now they were straight. And as a 16-year-old, like, so earnest in my faith, raised by my church to believe it was a sin, I thought, I'm going to go forward. So in front of 4,000 people were shouting at me for the demons of homosexuality to come out. And that was in a Christian community here in England.
Lots of people will think, I suppose, that your catalyst for coming out was finding a relationship with somebody special, and you're thinking, okay, I'm ready in a way to risk leaving my faith in order to be with this person. But that actually wasn't the case, was it?
No, I really was very earnest and very devout, so I didn't actually have any relationships until I came out, and I didn't come out until the age of 35. Which sitting next to you makes me feel quite old. It's just so accomplishing so young. But it took me to that age to really wrestle with my faith, because I am still a Christian, still very important to me. And actually my career ended up being in the church, in gospel music, which some of which I did in Nashville and California. It's a huge industry out there, isn't it? And there's no way that you can be an evangelical gospel musician and gay. So
you had to turn your back then.
It did, and actually one part of the film that really struck me was about kind of gender presentation. So I did everything I could for 35 years to look as straight as possible. And since coming out, I finally let myself have the crazy haircut I always wanted. But it's things like that that the movie really touches on. And in my book, I try to talk about just how imprisoned you can feel in this prison of shame, not able to be yourself.
And Chloe, I mean, you've mentioned members of your family are gay as well, but how much research and how much chatting to the likes of Vicky did you do for this project?
Well, I thought it was pertinent in research to meet survivors and actually talk to them about what their experiences were like. So I think what struck me